Good morning, y'all. It's Rise and Shine. Grab your coffee cup, come spend some time. I know it's early, the start of a new day. No need to worry, it's Lolcow Cafe. Rise and shine, baby, wake and bake. Clear out your mind, baby, just take a break. Lolcow, Lolcow Cafe. Chill out with us today.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the show with the hottest, the realest, and the boldest takes in the entire Lolcow universe. You're watching Lolcow Cafe. Oh, what a night it was. What a night it was. It was a lot of truth coming out. A lot of truth coming out that we're going to get into. We're going to talk about some things that weren't exactly touched on because obviously Billy and Xylee had their hands full with their own drama. Not their own drama, but their side of the drama. But we'll get into all that one. I can't even talk right now, but let me go ahead and get my two lovely, awesome, and beautiful co-hosts in here, Miss Batgirl and Miss Beans. Good morning, ladies. How are we doing today?
Miss Wonder Woman.
Batgirl.
Did I say that? I'm tired, bro. So,
Oh my goodness.
listen, chat, listen. I got home about 12:30, 1 o'clock. I got in the shower. I finally got to bed around 2. Got up at 6 because I had to take my cat Fancy to get her liver ultrasounded. And, still waiting on the results from the initial test 2 days ago. So she's 14 years old, little elderly, you know what I mean? But this is like her first major, I guess, health scare, if that makes sense. But the vet told me, like, with her health and how she is, she should be fine. It's just one of those things they want to address. It's not, like, deadly or anything. So we'll definitely get into that one. But just so you guys know, I brought the juice. We're going to use the juice, get into it. And hopefully
You got the coffee pot. You got the coffee pot today, Ken.
Yes, ma'am. So how are we all doing today? I talk too much. How are you guys doing today?
How am I doing today? Well, I woke up from sleeping 10 hours. I did my boxing. I came home.
Fuck you, Beans.
Don't
Fuck you,
freaking
Beans.
flick me off. It is not a good thing for somebody like me. My eyes hurt, my brain hurts, my body hurts. I'm stiff as a board, but we're going to get through it. I have my heating pad turned up to max today, but I'm excited. I didn't get to see Rewind because I fell into a coma,
Bruh.
but a lot has happened. I'm looking at these timestamps and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like reading through each one and my eyes are just getting wider and wider. Like, what happened last night? Is there a full moon going on?
So I'm going to tell you, Wonder Woman, before you go, I'm going to tell you, oh, God, you're spilling the beans. I can't. I'm going to tell you real quick, all right? They didn't even recap a show, if that tells you anything.
No?
They did not they kind of did. You'll see. But they didn't do their normal thing. But, Miss Wonder Woman, how are you doing this early morning for you? Are you doing well today?
I'm doing well today. Thank you, Ken. Very
Beautiful.
well today. It looks like maybe, today is going to be, we come into, it's Remind today at cafe.
Yep.
And it's like when you go to a cafe, what do people do most at the cafe when they go for a coffee? They gossip and they talk about things. And we're going to do that today.
You damn right. Also, guys, this is a reminder for Fridays, y'all know I'm normally not here, so Beans, Batgirl, and Wonder Woman are going to be doing some awesome lady stuff that I have no idea what's going on with that. So I hope you ladies have fun tomorrow. Just a reminder to everybody. So before we get started in this madness, Epic Brady, I hate you. The membership for 2 months. Reset the skibidi. So, Bean, remember how yesterday I did the reset the clock meme on Sweet Tea?
You did. Even though the meme is now dead, even Nerds has confirmed the meme is dead. You still continue the meme. You're like Grimm. Grimm has no social media whatsoever. And I remember the time, freaking, what was it? I think it was the Haktua. Haktua was dead at that point. It was not funny anymore. But Grimm heard it from the other younger people in his, sector in his company. And he started talking about it. But now he's trying to catch up more and more when it comes to memes. So now he's more caught up than I am. And then he's talking about John Pork and knee surgery. And I'm like, how is this funny to the younger generation? Am I getting old? Like, I know we had really dumb stuff, like the dog on the little like airplane with the that used to be hilarious to me, and I can see how that's dumb. But talking about like John Pork, Freak Bob, and knee surgery, I just don't get it. I don't.
So, I'll be honest with you. I didn't know what a meme was until I was in my mid-30s. I never heard of a meme. I never heard of that term. I never heard of a GIF. None of that shit. So,
and for me too was the hashtag, the whole hashtag thing. What is the hashtag?
Yeah, like I remember there was like a dude who kept talking shit about somebody. He kept like doing that like every time on I forgot what the fuck show it was. But yeah, I'm old again, but that's fine. That's fine. We're going to be young in the soul, baby. We're going to be young in the soul. But let's go ahead and get into this one. We're going to dive deep into this. So we'll go ahead and knock out our daily espresso real quick. But before we do that, what do you have in the cup, Wonder Woman? I'm curious.
It's my favorite. It's a mochaccino.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I think I remember talking about that in the very beginning.
Yes.
Fuck, I'm tired. Beans, what do you have?
Ken, drink your pot. Drink your pot of coffee.
I'm so fucking tired. Beans, what do you have in your cup?
I have the Spill the Beans cup that you can find locally at your lolcow.co/pages/lolcow cafe.
Yeah.
Yes, I've memorized it at this point. But yeah, so you can get this lovely cup. You can get the cup that can scare you in the middle of the night when you open up your cabinets that has Ken's face on it. We're still doing that competition. I'm going to sell more cups than you.
No, you're not.
I am.
People want to see this beautiful face, Beans. They want to see me scare them. They want to be, oh God, it's Ken. I can't.
I'm just saying, who wants to see I can't in the morning? That is so negative. But spill the beans, however, everybody spills the beans while drinking coffee. Actually, my mom and I, like 5 minutes before I went live, she's like, do you know what happened? Do you know what we have to do? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh God, my life is going to be hectic in the months to come. Hopefully I can stick around for cafe a little bit longer. I'm going to be gone for like a couple weeks in the month of sometime soon.
Okay.
But yeah, a lot of stuff happening in my life. I hope that everybody's okay, but my life is kind of hectic. And I think the coffee is the only thing that's getting me through it.
I swear. So towards the end of May, beginning in June, I'm going to be gone for like 2 days, but Backer already said she can fill in. And then later in the year, I'm going to be gone for like 8 days. But again, we'll handle all that at the time, and I'll definitely make it up to you. This is what we're going to do. Before we get into it, we need to do a goal because we've been lacking.
Yes.
We've been lacking. So this is what I'm going to do. If y'all
just been chilling too much. We've just been chilling too much in the cafe.
I swear.
Honestly.
I swear.
Yeah.
So this is what we're going to do. At 10 super chats at the $20 TTS level, we're going to do a long stream on Saturday, right? I'm tired of these motherfucking big shows trying to take over the weekends. We need to set the example and do it, right? I know Queens was having their whatever the fuck membership goal to do a long stream. Damn it, we're going to do a long stream. And I know if I do it solo, I do it solo. I don't mind. People want to come in and out, they can. I think you're going to be busy, Beans, and that's fine. I'm going to handle business. So.
Yes. Sounds good. How long is a long stream there, Ken?
So normally
4 hours, 8 hours?
Normally I do like 2 hours, but I'll go like 4 hours. And then if we surpass the goal, I will make it longer. So just keep that in mind, guys. If y'all want to see Lolcow, and You know what I'm gonna do for my long stream? We're gonna
What
get
you
in.
gonna do?
We're gonna get in some Lolcows. We're gonna do deep dives into Lolcows. We're gonna do deep dives into some cults because I have way too much information in my head about Heaven's Gate beans. I know way too much about Marshall Applewhite and Bonnie Lou Nettles, who were teen. I got way too much. We're gonna talk about that on Saturday. So, guys, $20 super chats, 10 of them. I'm gonna go at least 4 hours on Saturday, and if you want me to go longer, keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Oh, goddamn. I might even freaking contribute to this goal because I'm going to be driving a very long time on Saturday and I need something to keep me awake and something to keep me entertained. And the one thing, if you don't know this about me, the one thing that always keeps me entertained is true crime, really weird shit, cults, cryptids, and lolcows. Those are like my thing.
So, Madhouse.
My thing. In a different flavor, maybe? In a different flavor? That's a little too weird for me.
I got you.
Give me the information in a calm, cool, and collected, and a spill the beans kind of way.
I can't. All right, let's get into this thing.
Wow. So what are you setting there? 20, 10, what's the super chats there, Ken?
10 super chats at the TTS level, $20. I will go long on Saturday. And we're going to be doing deep dives into Lolcows. We're going to be talking about some cult stuff. That's what we're going to do. And again, I got way too much knowledge in my head to talk about this. I could go on for days about this shit. I'm telling you. All right. So let's go ahead and dive right into the Big Bear Bald Eagle Birds. Beans, take it away because I can't.
Let me take a look-see here. We have our two siblings here. It looks like they're cuddling. They're kind of leaning on each other. I think that's very lovely because we all need a reminder that we need to lean on other people in order to stay a little bit sane, right? So right here, they're kind of overlooking the park here in California. They're right on the edge. They're kind of going a little bit, going after like what their mom and dad does, just looking over on the edge, seeing that there's any predators, seeing if there's anything interesting to them. I think soon they might be going to take flight. That would be very interesting.
You know what I've noticed?
Wow.
Searching back, we're at over 2 hours. No Jackie or Shadow. Legit.
You think they may have left the nest? Well, leaving them.
Because here we go. Look.
Leaving.
So we are at. Oh, here we go. All right. So way back when, this was yesterday, we got one of them here. But it appears like all night into the morning, there's no Jackie or Shadow. So, I mean, that's awesome. That tells you that they're ready to be damn near on their own at this point. So, that's beautiful things. Yeah. That is awesome. All right. Shameless plug time. Guys, make sure you go get your Lolcow merch at lolcow.co. Select cafe for that one. Guys, the coffee is beautiful. Again, I'm the one shipping them. I'm the one giving personal message on the back of bags. You get Ken's signature. You get a personalized message. When I make it famous one day, you'll have an original Ken print. Keep that in mind. Also, we got our I Can't mug that has my beautiful face all over it. You got Spilled the Beans. Show that thing, Beans. Let's show that. Show that thing. There it is.
Because I can show that thing. Spilled the Beans. I also have my jacket on. The best logo of the LCU, in my opinion.
Hell yeah.
It's very, very cool, calm, and collected. It's very jazzy. I love jazz. Very jazzy cafe. Like, whenever you look at this, at least me, when I look at our logo, I can imagine the cafe that you're at. Very, like, low light. It's not super intense. You can smell, like, the roasting coffee beans, the steam just coming out from your coffee cup. There's, like, a nice latte design on the top. We're a classy cafe here. We're classy.
We're very pretentious, right? That's what you're telling me.
No, we're not pretentious. We're not like those hipster ones, okay? This is like the cafe that you're like wandering in midday in a place you don't even know. It's like very hidden, and all of a sudden you're like, man, this place slaps. You ever been to one of those places? You're like lost in the middle of nowhere. You just drive in and you find like one of those hidden gems.
Yes.
That's what I think our cafe is. Because we're hidden, we're a gem, and we need more people to pay attention to us.
Facts. All right, so you got your I Can't shirts, obviously, because I can't. And then you got your cafe signature logo. Make sure you get that in brown because that's the only color that really matters. You got the awesome hat that Miss Beans rocks every single day. Remember, guys, the bill is green underneath because you can see right through it. Hey. And then last but not least, you have the yellow and brown themed Can't shirt, which I need to get one of these. But yeah, guys, make sure you go on there, lolcow.co, check out Cafe. It's good stuff. Why are you calling me? All right.
Can I just say,
Go ahead.
Ken and Beans, you know what you could actually put in there as well as a suggestion
Yes, ma'am.
is I know you like cooking and everything. Maybe you should get some tea towels made. You know, tea towels.
A tea
You
towel.
know, tea towels. Oh, you know,
It's
like
like
when you're in the kitchen. Oh, sorry, we call it a tea towel. And so when you're cooking and you have like a towel.
See,
So
what I think the problem is, Wonder Woman, is for Ken having a tea towel, it will probably be like him picking up like something this small,
Kleenex.
just to like basically
think
it's
of
like him
Kleenex.
picking up a Kleenex. A tea towel
Oh.
for him would be a Kleenex. But Ken, just so you can use a tea towel, you can put it in your little cafe area that your wife made. That is super lovely. It's
Oh, yeah.
very nice decor. But also, you know, whenever some beans spill, I'm gonna be doing that all day. Now that I have the cup, I'm just gonna bring it up, reference it, bring it
I
up.
can't.
You're never gonna
what
forget.
is, when you're in the kitchen, do you guys call it something different in America? You know, when you're in the kitchen dishes and you
I call it a tea
drying the
towel.
dishes. Oh, a tea towel. Okay. Wouldn't that be cool having a tea towel with cafe?
I call it a hand towel. That's just me.
Oh, a hand towel.
That's me. But
Say this is very okay. Wait, she mentioned drying dishes with a towel, and that just like the fibers. I don't like the fibers getting on the dishes.
what do you use to dry them, Beans? Your hair?
Air,
Your hair.
Air.
Oh, air. I thought you
No,
said
not
hair.
hair.
The fuck?
Remove the ash.
Look,
Air.
we need to move on.
Air
we need,
dry.
We need stop. I can't stop. Fuck. All right. So, the daily horoscope for a May the 8th person. This is definitely not me. Get ready for this one. Taurus is born on May the 8th, are practical and intelligent. I'm not practical. I'm kind of intelligent, but I'm not practical. Beans, continue.
Oh, they are rarely glamorous.
Damn
Oh,
right
shit.
I'm not.
Yeah, look at you. Yet they have the opportunity to make a name for themselves by the very nature of their capableness. That's more like you. They have a reputation for saying what they think, whether it's critical or complimentary.
I don't even know what to think of that. It's too many words.
I think you need a pot tip. Little.
Nah, you know what we need? The quote of the day. Fuck around and find out, biatch. That's literally the
I
quote
like
of the
how
day.
this one doesn't even have like who it's from. It's just fuck around and find out, bitch. LMAO.
It could really be from anybody here if you think about it. Any of the ladies. I think they've said some form of variation of that. Do you agree, Wonder Woman?
Yes, absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck around and find out. Yeah.
So, you know what? I'm going to wait. All right. So, drama alert. So, evidently, Hassan Piker watched the content nuke for charity. He says that Ethan is the reason Harley quit Creator Clash 3, and Harley responds saying someone lied to Hassan about why he quit. Let's go ahead and show that from a drama alert. No volume. Good job, Ken. What are we doing here?
I wanted to.
There we go. All right. Guys, I'm not firing on all 8 at the moment, so we're trying to chuck through.
Yeah.
To fundraise for iDubbbz's charity that was under attack. iDubbbz will explain his side of things
remembered
later
Beans.
as well, but him and Anissa basically relinquished control over Creator Clash 3, a boxing charity match that they had put together 3rd year in a row after Ethan got Lena to drop out. She was supposed to fight. Lena is one of the employees at H3H3 Productions. And also another fighter, Harley, also dropped out because he was upset and offended that Ethan and iDubbbz had dared to criticize Ethan. I wanted to
So first and foremost, I just have to say this. Fucking Roxy wants to talk about shit about you in pink and red. This motherfucker looks terrible in fucking pink, bro. Like, I can't. Who the fuck?
It's more like a mauve color.
I've worn pink, all right? I'm a grown-ass man. I'll wear pink. I don't give a fuck. But, bro, I can't with this dude. It's fucking terrible. You know what? This is what gets me too, all right? I'm on a rant right now. This is what gets me too. Motherfuckers say, yeah, I'm comfortable with my sexuality. I can kiss a man, right? Mike and Boogie were saying that. Where does it stop? Where does it stop? Yeah, I'm comfortable with my sexuality. I'll suck a dick. Yeah, I'm comfortable with my sexuality. I'll let some dude enter me. Where does it stop, right? So you're saying that if you don't let a dude do that, you're not comfortable with your own sexuality? Where the fuck does it stop? Yeah, because by that argument, you could say, oh, you wouldn't let a dude touch you? You're not comfortable with your sexuality? Why wouldn't you let a dude touch you? Well, are you afraid something's going to happen? Bro, no, it ain't got nothing to do with that. Why would you even fucking test that theory? Why the fuck is it in your head to even say some shit like that? That's why I can't, Beans and Wonder Woman. I just fucking can't.
I can't.
All right. I'm sorry.
Let it out, Ken.
I'm sorry.
Let it out.
Whenever Boogie and Mike talk about that dumb shit, it just pisses me off to no end because that's not even an argument. That's not even a fucking argument to even say that. Yeah, I'm not comfortable about sexuality. Bro, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. That's all I'm saying, Beans. All
Say
right.
my name after that statement like you're telling me to shut the fuck up.
No.
What did I do?
I said that's all I'm saying, Beans, because you're looking at me like you could cuss me out. That's why I'm saying that. Like, that's what I'm saying, Beans. All right, let's calm the fuck down. Let's do a show. Are you done? Are you done, Beans?
I think your coffee beans hurt you, and you're like beans,
Bro.
coffee beans, just shooting in all directions.
All right. So, the fuck am I looking at? I don't even know what I'm looking
You're
at.
firing on all cylinders this morning.
I don't even know what I'm
Yeah,
firing
Ken.
on at the moment, Wonder Woman. I'm lost in the sauce at the moment. But let's do this. All right. So apparently, Hassan got his community to make donating to charity toxic, right? So Anonymous with the 10, the Raider of Ramallah with the 100, Decaf Dev for 25, the Raider of the Ramallah fan club. Yeah. So evidently, they're doing donations in the name of, I guess, dictators or bad people that did bad things with like genocide or whatever. So again, we're continuing the hate. We're continuing to do the dumb shit. Excuse me. So I have no idea where this is going to go at this point because I think it's going to turn into a meme. You know what I mean? But to weaponize charity donating, it's kind of a new low if you ask me. What do you think?
Oh, definitely. But, people that are in the big time, right? They always use whatever they can for content, especially if it's going to, give them more views, more money, more clout. Hassan is one of the bigger ones that will do that the most, right? So Hassan using something like this in order to raise money for charity, well, he's going to spin it around and be like, well, I'm raising money for charity. It's not for me. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that sort of thing. Because he's the biggest gaslighter there fucking is on Twitch, in my opinion. Like, he'll take something... Gosh darn, Ken, are you okay?
No.
At this point, I'm going to say that you have some alcoholism, but with coffee.
It wouldn't surprise me. See, this is what I did. So there's this company called Wake Up, right? I got some of their coffee based on a fan recommendation. He recommended the breakfast blend. Normally, breakfast blends have a little bit more caffeine in them, right? So what I did was I made 28 ounces of that, but to sprinkle on top, right? I sprinkled a little something extra on top. That was the Four Sigmatic Last of Us mushroom coffee that's high caffeinated with B12 vitamins and all this random shit. It's like mushroom coffee. So I'm in it to win it, Beans. Because as soon as this show is over and I click end stream, I'm going to my bedroom upstairs. I'm going to crash the fuck out. That's what I'm doing, Beans.
Let's
Why
get
you-
some blood flowing. Let's get
I
some
swear.
blood flowing, Ken. Come on, let's get some blood flowing.
I can't. Let's go back to Hassan using his clout in order to bring charity. At this point, that you can say that Hassan and Ian are basically the same person because Ian is trying to use all this drama for a creator clash. It got too much. Now he's backing out. Do you think that this will get to a point where it gets too much for Hassan and he's going to take a break, like, those bigger streamers usually do? You know what you mean by break. Break so people can forget everything that you've done and all your controversies, so you can come back and act like everything's fresh and new and you didn't do anything.
So the problem is when you're like him and you have so much controversial random shit, a break doesn't happen, right? You could be gone for a year. As soon as you come back, the internet will remember. Some dude said I'm not giving anyone else a chance to talk, so I apologize, ladies. I'm trying to stay awake. I'm trying to stay amped up at the moment, so I apologize. Wonder Woman, what do you got? What do you got, Wonder Woman?
Yes. I'll be honest. I don't know anything about this person that we're talking about.
Okay,
So,
that's fair.
do you think I should go and look him up and read? It sounds like a bit of a dodgy person.
So, Beans, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just going to break this down in a couple sentences. Hassan supports a terrorist group named Hamas, and he also he's very anti-Semite, and he also is friends with a woman who said that she believes all U.S. soldiers should get PTSD for serving. That's the company he keeps. That's just a very base level. There's a lot more to it, but that's just a base level. Double C in the place to be with the 199. Wonder Woman is here. Yay. Remember, guys, we got the goal, 10 orange super chats. I'm going long on Saturday. The smaller channels need to have an uprising and do long streams. So that way these bigger channels can just shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down some weekends. So the smaller channels can go longer, promote their stuff, show what they can do to a weekend audience. So if you guys want to hit that goal for me, we're going long. We're going long Saturday. So again, 10 20s, and we're going to make it happen. All right.
Sounds great.
So apparently, Ethan Klein also donated to the Contact Nuke fundraiser. He donated $1,001. And this is what he said. I'm glad you're finally watching my video, and I appreciate you using it as a chance to do some good by raising money for charity. I hope you'll engage with it honestly and with integrity, and perhaps even walk back some of your rhetoric. So Ethan Klein is like the guy that he's beefing with hard right now. It's been going on for like 3 or 4 years. A big thing that they don't like or go back and forth is Israel and Palestine conflict. They have a lot of opposing opinions there. They did like a 5-hour debate. God, it was like it feels like a month ago, but it was only like a few days ago. So if you're ever bored and got 5 hours, you should go to the H3 podcast and check it out. You'll get all you need from there.
All right.
So, all right. Hassan, at the very end, he ended up raising a total of $204,000 for charity. He had a goal of 250, and he raised 204. And it's for the Let's Nuke Cancer. That's what he was trying to do. So we will see if people are going to pocket watch and see if he actually does donate the money. And if he does, or doesn't, that's up to him and his audience and everybody else to figure out. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's unbelievable. How long did it take to raise that kind of money? Like just 5 hours, or days and days and days, weeks and weeks?
So from what I understand, he just watched the content nuke. So Ethan did what's called a content nuke on Hassan and like outing everything with receipts, right? So Hassan said he was willing to watch that for charity. So however long that took, it could have been an extra. I don't know the 100% answer to that one, to be honest, but that's kind of the theme of what happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was funnel.
Let's see. Actually, the rest of that really don't matter. All right. Moving on. Beans, you're angry typing.
I'm angry typing because there is something in the water. There is a full moon. There is a misalignment in the fucking universe because, first of all, everything that's happened last night on freaking Rewind, and apparently like everybody's going to war. Apparently there's people in the chat being crazy because I'm going to call you out right now because you're doing some fuck shit. Jason W is talking about like how I'm selling out and how I'm ruining everything
How?
and cafes on the chopping block. And I'm like, dude, like I'm very calm. And I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? And he's like, Grimm breaking in stuff and Grimm being taken off of a show. And I'm like, dude, you understand that you're saying everything is about Grimm? Nothing has anything to do with me. And you're relating me to what's happening to Grimm. And that does not, there is no parallel. So you're mad for no reason, bro. That's why you get a 30-minute timeout to think about this. Take a break. Log off. It's okay.
Maybe he needs
Come
some.
back tomorrow.
Maybe he needs some.
He does need some. And I think that's something for a lot of people in this LCU. Take a break, because some of y'all starting to look like you need some straitjacket activities going on.
Straight up. All right. So moving on. So apparently HBO's Last of Us is getting some major backlash. I have not watched one episode because I have basically told myself I'm going to wait for all of it to be finished. I've played all the games multiple times. I already know the storyline, so I'm not really missing anything. But apparently some people are telling me that I may as well not, because it'd be a waste of my time. So, the non-binary actress, I'm having trouble saying that because I don't want to offend anybody. I'm not trying to, but this is just what it is. The non-binary actress in The Last of Us is getting backlash for saying they're going to be a dad in the latest episode. So if I'm figuring this out, Elle and her girl, I forgot her name, she ends up being pregnant. The girl ends up being pregnant. In the video game itself, whenever she tells Elvis, they're in the middle of hunting down the people that killed Joel. So in the video game, she goes off on her and says, why are you telling me this? This is the worst possible time. Like, this is so, like, dumb. But apparently in the show, Elle is happy. So here's my problem. I don't like it when franchises go for video games or whatever, and they don't follow the story plot, and they don't do not exactly what happened. They don't pay homage to like the true cinematic factors of the video game, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to share this really quick. So this is her girlfriend. So we're having a baby, and and blah blah, and then Elle says, "I'm going to be a dad." So again, you can feel however you want to feel about people making their choice what they want to identify as. I really don't care. All I care about is video game authenticity. That's all I care about. So if that's the route they're going, to me, that's not cool.
I'd never played the video game, haven't seen the show, but I think this is the migraine talking. I'm very confused. I'm very confused. And what you said about the whole like authenticity, if you're going to play like not play, but if you're going to make something off of a book or off of a show or off of a video game, it's very important because you have some dedicated fans that just wants to see it. They want to see the original content just in a different way, right? But if you mix it up a little too much, you're going to make some people angry. This is some Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire type shit? Because in the book, he says it very calmly. Yeah, in the book, he says that very calmly, Dumbledore. And then in the movie, he's like screaming, throwing shit, freaking. He picks up Harry,
Yes.
throws him into the fire type shit. So that is a meme basically in the Harry Potter community because of how outrageous of a difference of like he says calmly versus he crashes out on Harry for putting his name in the Goblet of Fire.
Yep.
So in general, I can see why are people yelling in my house? Sorry about that.
King TL with the
yeah,
five
so-
gifted. King TL with the 5 gifted. I'm yelling in your house. Beans, what are you going to do about it?
Eh.
Okay.
I'm used to it.
Continue.
But anyways, yeah, so in general, like, yeah, people don't like too many differences in their original content, which I understand. And now Ken's going to keep drinking coffee. Okay.
I think it was a bit like that with the Lord of the Rings too. There was some people complaining, weren't there, about Lord of the Rings books. People saying, "Oh, that wasn't in there, and that didn't happen that way in the book." But I get that. Yeah, some people are very, very can get very, very critical about movies being done over a book or something like that. right? They want it to be followed as per the book. Yeah.
All right.
Or whatever.
We have your boy Zephyrus
Yeah,
with the
I'm following.
$9.99.
Go ahead. Go. Sorry.
What are you talking? Is everybody schizophrenic today?
Yes, we are, Beans. Okay, I'm trying to maintain.
God
I'm trying to do a
damn.
fucking show. I'm trying to fucking down
trying
all
to do
this
a
coffee
fucking
by the
show.
end of the hour, so
Zephyrus
that way
with
we
the
can do stuff.
$9.99 said Bella Ramsey should have been recasted for season 2. There's a 5-year gauge gap. I'm tired. 5-year
And you're talking
gap,
shit to me?
And yes, I am. She looks like we still in season 1. Abby, actress, is great. So lazy with Bella, though. Shake my head. And then we have somebody named Beans. I wonder who that is. Beans with the $10. Give me some content on Saturday, god damn it.
They're TTS donations, not yellow donations.
Oh, damn. Can I just donate more $10?
All right, you know what I'm going to do? This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. All right. We're going to end this goal. All right. Because you wanted to do that. Because you wanted to do that. Now we're going to start a new goal.
We could have just donated $10 more.
No, we're not doing that. All right. So we're going to do 15 yellows. And we already got 2. So when we hit 13 more yellow super chats, I will go long Saturday. All right. Since 2 of y'all wanted to donate a yellow, we'll make it worth the while. And we'll be fair to everybody. So we need 13 more yellows, and I will go long Saturday.
Let's do it.
I will do
Come
a-
on.
I got so many baby hairs. Twisted Puppet said, move the donation ping. It's up over Wonder Woman's face.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right, let me put it up here. Well, see, so here's the problem, right? Here's the problem. When I do this, it's not going to be over her face. But when I do this, it will. So that's because normally it was just before it was just us two. So it didn't matter. But now I'll fix it.
I don't mind. I don't mind if something's over my face.
Damn it, Wonder Woman, why are you ruining my TTS window? I can't.
Exactly.
I can't. All right. So, where we at? All right. Let's go and continue. We got a lot of LCU content to get to. Let's go and get through this. So, episode summary shows how woke it is. All right. So, we're getting less of woke at this point, apparently. So, let's do this. And I will move the... Yeah. All right. The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 4 is one of the wokest episodes on TV of all time. Elle, a lesbian in the show, not in the game, played by non-binary actress Bella Ramsey, fall in love with Dina, who is bisexual. Ellie finds out Dina is pregnant by her boyfriend, and she responds with, "I'm going to be a dad." This episode also included gay pride flags as well as a pride mural. The show is cooked. Go woke, go broke. So that's where we're at.
Bro.
Quick question. We're
Yes,
not
ma'am.
doing any spoiler alerts, are we? This is already aired. Is that right?
Yes, this
We're
is
not doing
already
any
aired.
spoiler alerts.
Yes.
Okay, good.
This is already aired, and this is kind of getting ridiculous. I do agree sometimes when there's shows that like really want to shove it down your throat, that it's 2025. I'm pretty sure a lot of people understand it's 2025. We've made a lot of big changes. Obama was president. When Obama was president, a lot of LGBTQ plus legislation passed through. Now we have Trump. Some things are getting pushed back, and you know, like everything is like very wishy-washy, but I think majority of people, especially young people, like we're okay with the whole LGBT. I'm too tired to be saying that right now, but in general, like, yeah, people get really big mad if they see, like, because it is more in media, like as soon as they see like a rainbow flag, let's just say in the background, immediately they get so mad about it. Like sometimes they don't even shove it down your throat, and sometimes it's like, oh, there's a rainbow flag, I'm mad about it. It depends, right? The whole thing that you just showed me that made me confused about the whole pregnancy thing, that made me confused because I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah. But this kind of reminds me of Woke and Censored Game Alert in Steam. He literally goes through like every single game and says like how they're recommended or not recommended depending on their content. For example, let me just pull one up. He says that Civilization is not recommended because the game is pushing woke agendas, like having many playable female leaders that contradicts their historical counterparts.
So here's the thing, right? King TL can live in that ergonomic keyboard life, WKN, yeah, because I had a little thing come up to like download or some shit for my ergonomic keyboard. I got big hands, guys, all right? Literally for the normal keyboard, I have to lock my thumbs so I can type on it, right? It sucks. But going to Beans' point, here's how I think about video games, truly. I don't give a damn who the character is. I don't care what they're affiliated with. I don't care who they have relations with. I could give a shit. If it's a good game with a good story, I don't care if I see pride flags. That doesn't trigger me because I don't think about it. I don't think about it in that fashion. I just want a good game I can get lost in. That's all I care about at the end of the day. I know there's like a big woke movement and all of that, and I get it, right? Because you're trying to shove agenda down someone's throat at that point. So I get the outrage. But the flip side to that is, let's just say the opposite of the woke agenda. If they were shoving it down people's throats, there'd be a massive uproar. Let's just be honest. And the fact that, the woke mindset is getting shoved down your throat, forced acceptance, that's when people won't follow it, as if they feel it's forced acceptance,
I think I want to go back to a point that I know this is a very controversial figure now, but Destiny, the political Twitch streamer Destiny talked about at some point how even though right now there's a lot of right-leaning talks in the political sphere right now, there's a lot of those, the left takes over media.
Oh, yeah.
And it's very confusing because even though the left is primarily in media, you don't see a lot of left talking points when it comes to actual Congress, actual like places where it matters, right? So they might have like not politically, but like the I need some help here. I'm getting schizophrenic.
All right.
Population wise, not everybody, but a lot of people are okay with it. But the population, not a lot of these people are going out to vote, right? So when it comes to, the chair and all that other stuff, it doesn't reflect.
Yeah.
Right.
I got you.
Yeah. I get you.
It's kind of like the loud minority overspeaks the non-vocal majority. Kind of like that.
Yeah.
So last thing we're going to show about this, because we have a lot of LCU content to get into, they're getting a lot of 1-star reviews for The Last of Us Season 2. Like a lot. Let me go and share with you ladies real quick so y'all can check this out. Joel L, Season 1 was good, Season 2 is horrible. Scouter, whatever, somehow it's worse than the game, terrible characters, blah, blah. Joanne, I can't read Spanish. And then we got Sean F. Bella Ramsey was not able to hold the show. The season is boring for the first season. Jeff War Show, Landon. I literally made an account just to write this review. The game was also already extremely controversial at the time of the storytelling, and somehow the show made it worse. And as you can see, it just does.
It's not good.
It does not stop. It does not stop. So, for me personally, in The Last of Us 2, when Joel was killed off, that ruined the game for me. Immediately. I love Joel. He's an awesome guy. One of the best characters ever in a video game. But I continued because I was already that deep into it, right? So it is what it is.
Ken, have you watched the actual the series, the actual TV series? Have you actually watched it all?
I saw the first season. Amazing. Fucking amazing.
Okay. So you recommend to watch that to viewers who haven't seen it,
Yes.
watch it? Okay.
Last of Us Season 1 is awesome. They stick really, really close to the video game. Like, honestly.
Cool.
My boy Zeph again with the $9.99. The game was very LGBTQ friendly, but they didn't have to shove it down your throat. The show was purposely trying to put that aspects of Ellie and the other characters at the forefront when it wasn't. There it is.
Right.
That's a good point.
I keep showing the dashboard.
It's so interesting because some sometimes people can create things like that and be successful, right? And some can just fail miserably at it. It's interesting, right? So it's just got to be subtle, I guess. It's just subtle, I
Yeah.
guess, rather than forced. Yeah,
Well, here's the
it
whole
seems to
thing.
be.
If they would have just had like the pride flags and that's it, probably be a lot less uproar, if we're being honest. But
Yeah,
the fact that they had Elle saying that, they're going to be a dad.
Cringe.
Yeah. This, especially not even because of the non-binary thing or whatever, because they didn't stick to the game. In the game, she was pissed. She was like really pissed. They almost broke up over this. Let's just be honest. Towards the end, obviously, they stayed together. The child was born, happy family, whatever. But again, stick to the game. Don't divert from the game to have some bullshit narrative. That's my only problem with it. All right. Let's get
what's
into
that? What's that saying? Without risk comes no reward. But sometimes when you take a risk, it doesn't always pay off, does it? So I guess, yeah.
it. May be a bad joke, but they had the balls to do it, but it didn't go over well. You know
No,
what I mean? So
I do.
there it is. All right. Let's go and get into this LCU content, guys. It's time for Lolcow Remind. So we're going to remind you all of what happened and what is to come. So, Beans, let me ask you a question before we delve too far into this. Are you aware of the Nerds and Test rivalry right now?
Like I said, I was in the middle of a coma, but I did notice that something was brewing. There was one time where Grimm said something, and apparently Buffweep did not like it. And it was kind of like an underlying like tension going on. So is it official that they're going to war with each other?
It's pretty damn yes, it is. But
Pretty damn yes.
pretty damn yes. So we have Lady Nerd Artist and Pay Pig waiting. She's one of our latest Pay Pigs. I'm going to go ahead and bring her up to get some comments real quick because she's a massive supporter of the show. Plus, we love Lady Nerd Artist. She's awesome.
She's a
watched
massive
Test.
supporter. You watched Test?
I watched Test. Yes, I did last night. Yeah, and yeah, Nightmare's pretty angry.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest.
it.
He's pretty angry.
We're going to get into that so we can
Pretty-
catch. We're going to catch Beans up and catch the crowd up in case they didn't get a chance to see it. Beans, I interrupted you like an asshole. What were you going to say?
No, dude, Nightmare, when he gets passionate about something, he gets passionate about something. We also have Huge Ass, which is a very big supporter of Test that says nobody can test because their song is a banger. But Lady Nerd Artist is probably the best person to bring up right now because they are a huge supporter of Cafe, but also they are a supporter of nerds. So if anybody knows anything about nerds, Lady Nerd Artist will know.
Let's get it. All right. Lady Nerd Artist.
Hi, how are you?
How are we doing today, ma'am?
Good.
I'm good. I was just gonna come in and bark about what you were saying, essentially.
Go ahead, bark. What you got to say?
Alright, I'm sick and tired of people being like, alright, he gay now. Like, I'm sorry. It's just like, I grew up on reading books. Y'all remember the Hunger Games, right?
Yeah.
And you remember when you watched the movie, all they had was these stupid ass buff dogs?
I never watched the movie, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay. Well, essentially, movie's a big letdown, blah, blah, blah. At this point, I'm tired of people making movies off of books, making, movies off of
Right.
video games. At this point, it should just be inspired by no more. We're making this video game a fucking movie. No,
Yes.
I'm tired of it. They ruined Monster Hunter. They ruined fucking Pokemon. Well, they didn't ruin Pokemon. Pokemon Detective was fucking funny, but
No, I'm with you.
Yes, I watched that movie. I watched that movie, Monster Hunter. That's the one with Mila Jovovich in it. Is that right?
yes, but it's completely different from how the game operates. The game
Right.
operates purely in that world. You're not some her, army babe that accidentally teleports in there. This is your world.
Now,
Good point. Real quick, we did miss a dono from Nasty Nate. I am so sorry, Nasty Nate. Let me give you a couple air horns. As I'm sorry, but Nasty Nate with the $10. Careful, Ken. The milkers don't like when you change a goal mid-goal. Cafe Cult Rise Up. Thank you so much, Nate. And since we have you here, Lady Nerd Artist, you have a lot of strong opinions about a lot of things in the LCU. But let me get your strong opinion when it comes to what's happening on Nerds right now.
What's happening on News right now?
Apparently, they're at war with Test.
yeah,
Well, how dare they? Nightmare is too pretty to go to war.
Exactly. You can't mess up that pretty hair and that pretty face. And speaking of Tess, we have Huge Ass, which is a Band World member for 1 month, says, proud Tess Crown. Buck has received that first check and his ego has gone wild.
I'm gonna have to see their episode from last night after this.
what, no,
Sorry.
I'm going to get into
Well,
it.
we're going to
I'm going to get
remind
into
you.
it. Yeah. This is
We're
Lolcow
going to
Remind.
remind. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So, yeah, we're
Well,
going,
stick around.
we're going to get into that. Is there anything else you need to say, ma'am? Or everything good?
Yes. Ken, I would like my ketchup shot, please.
I'm not putting ketchup in coffee, but I will drink ketchup just for you.
Thank you. Beans made a promise on your behalf.
Whatever. All right, lady. I appreciate you.
Thank
Y'all
you.
Take care, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I love Lady Nerd Artist.
I can't, Beans. Are you making ketchup
Go get the
packs?
ketchup.
Are you making
Go
ketchup?
get the ketchup.
I'll be
Go
right
get
back.
the ketchup.
Hey, I'm going to bring in CD-ROM to talk to y'all. Is that okay while I go get the ketchup?
Yes.
That's fine.
All
But
right.
go get the ketchup.
Fuck all of you. I'll be right back. CD-ROM, you're with the ladies. I'll be back.
So, hey, CD-ROM, welcome to the cafe. We're going to get to you in a second, but real quick, we have Seth Looks for the $4.99. When you adapt a story from one media to another, things change. If you like the original media better, then enjoy it and leave the adaptation behind. Yeah. The point there can be both sides to things. I know that you're a really big nerd, CD. Do you have any opinions on either the whole adaptation thing that we were talking about, or the wars that's going on?
I do. That's actually kind of why I wanted to just call in. I was listening to you guys at work, and I kind of needed to stand up. I was about to crash out.
You were at your desk, like, bro. I have an opinion, and it needs to be heard.
Oh no, I'm
Tell me.
having a weird day at work. I was getting snippy with my coworkers, but like I figured this would be a good opportunity to kind of walk away from my desk a little bit.
That's true.
So
Wait,
I'm not
real quick.
I'm not. Yeah.
Are you getting snippy because of the 4 a.m.? Is that affecting you just a little bit, especially because you work so early in the morning?
Not gonna lie.
I think the caffeine's hitting me a little weird today, like in ways it's not supposed to. So it might have something to do with it. Thankfully, it's my last day on shift this week, so I'm just gonna take a quick break, talk to you lovely ladies, and then let it ride.
Good on
Hell
you.
yeah. So let me know what your crash out opinion is, because I can't imagine you crashing out at your desk in the middle of your day job.
Well, I'd rather not. I'll tell you that much. I do feel pretty strongly about what you're talking about, though, because I'm a very firm subscriber into content. Source material is king. Don't screw with it. I'm not speaking to you guys with like a large amount of industry information or experience. Obviously, I don't work in Hollywood or anything, but what you guys are talking about was experienced very recently with Devil May Cry, and what is part of the problem that I really hope people wake up to and start standing up to Hollywood and Netflix and Peacock and streaming services about. I didn't play Last of Us, but I'll speak to kind of like the same content about how it affected Devil May Cry. The issue is becoming that people want to write stories about these hot button topics, these LGBT issues, the woke topics, right? And what they will very quickly find is that Hollywood won't let them. So the only way that they can do that is to pitch a show about something that's popular. And then when that foot's in the door, they can attach all the stuff that they really wanted to talk about in the first place to that IP and bury it into the ground and wonder, I don't know what happened. And quite honestly, it's not acceptable. Thankfully, I wasn't a massive Devil May Cry like deep lore guy. I played a few of the games. I love them. I think they're fantastic. Go play them if you haven't. But I've got no interest in actually watching Devil May Cry because of what I heard they did to it. Like with the character the White Rabbit and how it's supposed to be some clear nod to Indian racism. It's like, I don't want to watch a show about that. Go make it
So
yourself and self-fund it, and then you do it. But I don't care.
So CD-ROM, if you were talking to Hollywood right now, what would your recommendation to them be?
My recommendation would be to to get the transcript of the original script of the game, cut out the bulk, and then do that. This is the part that frustrates me about adaptations. There are people that say like, well, it's an adaptation. Changes need to be made. Said who? Not me.
Hmm.
I don't think they need to be made. I would have paid I would have paid like $50 to go see a Sonic Adventure 2 movie that was firmly about the plot of Sonic Adventure 2 and not what we got about Sonic 3. I would just take like here's a CD-ROM gem for everybody, right? The hard work is already done for you.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
But sure, please.
What does IP stand for?
Intellectual property.
I feel like an idiot. All right. So
We're getting that tech talk out of him. Hell
me-
yeah. And can we just round of applause for how Wonder Woman is doing her like interview
Oh, it's
like
awesome.
thing
I know,
going on?
right?
I
She's
love
doing
this.
great. Good stuff,
She's
by the way.
I do have one more
And she's
question.
so smiley.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Fallout season 1?
I did not. I heard good things about it. I might get to it.
I'm kicking you out of my damn live on air. Any last words? 5, 4, 3,
no, I
2,
got it.
1.
Wait, Ken. Oh, I
I'm
was gonna
kidding.
say to CD,
I'm
I was
kidding.
gonna
I'm
say-
kidding. I'm kidding. What's up,
I
bro?
haven't finished.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
Well, I
messing.
was about
I'm
to
just
walk
messing
back
with.
to my
I'm just
desk.
messing with you, bro. I'm just messing with you. When I used to be a mod, I would, before I banned somebody, I'd say any final words, and I'd like count down in the chat, and everyone would count down with me. So that's all it was.
No, cool. You're awesome, man.
Go
Real
ahead.
quick,
Go ahead.
we have another donation from Nasty Nate with the $10. Netflix absolutely murdered the Witcher series, one of my favorite books and game series. A lot of
Yes.
media adaptations of games, books, and not a lot of people are happy with what happened. So something that I do, because I do want to get to the drama. The drama is very hot. We need
Yeah.
to spill the beans, and we need to appease these ferocious people in my chat, just
All right.
saying, get to the drama, get to the drama. But something that I do want to see, I will wake up at 4 a.m. just for you, CD. Is it at 2 or
Oh, yeah?
at 4?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
4. So I will wake up just for you, CD, because I want to see you talk more. I love the way that you talk about stuff. You have strong opinions, but you put it in such a way that is very nicely packaged. And I do implore everybody in the chat to check them out too. I know it's really late,
Wait.
or early, however you want to consider
Wait.
it. But yes.
Did you say CD-ROM had a nice package?
No, I did not.
Oh,
You
Beans,
drink
start with the
your
timer,
pot
please.
of coffee. I am a married woman, sir, in my soul and mind.
Where's your ring at, Beans?
It's in my heart. It's in my heart. It's around my atric valve, okay? Leave me alone. I don't need a ring in order to be married in my heart and soul. Heart and
CD
soul. My soul is not
well,
up here.
CD-ROM, do you feel better calling in? I hope that you've released all that energy here on the panel, and I hope you go back
Yo, bro, shut
to
the
your
fuck up.
job.
A little bit.
Shit.
I'm still pretty jittery. I'm still kind of jacked up on caffeine. I'm going to be that way all day, but I'm feeling good, and I'm getting ready to go back to work.
Be good to your workers.
Appreciate you coming
I
on the
would.
show, bro.
No problem. We'd love to have you guys at 4 a.m. See you soon.
Later, bro.
Okay, bye.
Hell out of my chat.
Hey, I
All
miss
right.
Glammy. I need to see Glammy again. Jesus Christ. But drama. Going back to the drama. Wake up, people. Wake up, honey. There is new drama. Hot tea. Spill the beans. Get your cup, please. What is going on in the LCU? Please
All right,
tell me. I need
so-
to know.
We're going to start with, fuck, both of them are good. Guess we'll start with Rewind. So,
Yeah, let's
So apparently, this kind of set the stage for everybody. Fat camp happened, right? Things happened that were not discussed. People were mad. When I say people, Savage was mad that when all that stuff was coming out about what Savage was doing with people, she said, Xylee, why don't you stick up for me? And Xylee was saying that I am sticking up for you, but not saying anything. Because according to Xylee, allegedly, because obviously this is all allegedly because there's no whatever, this is all people talking, right? I'm just stating what happened. I wasn't there. I don't have an opinion. None of my business. But all I'm going to say is y'all will see why I got a hotel room to get away from that riffraff. Just saying. So we start off, and apparently what really set them all off, because this is the first time I ever heard of this. Apparently Savage, oh God.
Good morning, Boogie.
What you want, bro?
Y'all, I
Good
am
morning, Flappy
watching
Tits.
the latest Breaking Banquet video, and that's the guy that covers Jordy and
Yep.
like summarizes all his live streams. Kelly just said, I'm not this man's type. I'm a woman.
You lying. Are you serious?
Dead serious. Now, I'm not sure based on the editing whether or not she was referring to a guy that she's talked to, like her friend or whatever, or if she was referring to Jordy. But dude, the way it's edited, it looks like she's talking about Jordy.
So what may need to happen is just go through his episodes, find the same where she's wearing the same clothing or same background or whatever, and docket team need to scroll that shit with transcript or something. Because that is
Yeah, I'm gonna get Scully
massive.
on it because that is
massive.
yeah. Like I'm just going. I hate to be mean to Jordy or Kelly, and I don't mean to be, okay.
Yep.
But Kelly is not making things better when she shows up on the streams at all. The entire summary was how many McDonald's toys she bought. That guy just lost a job that paid him 5 figures a month right now. He went back to streaming for 200, 100, maybe $50 a stream, okay? And she is buying McDonald's toys. She has, I kid you not, they showed on this stream 50 McDonald's Happy Meals toys that she's got in the last 6 weeks. Minecraft, they're all Minecraft.
Bruh.
So since they're all Minecraft toys, that means she's eating McDonald's at least once a day.
If not more, dude. That's wild. Because the thing is,
Yeah.
plus the price of Happy Meal and that many damn toys, that's well into the hundreds of dollars they're spending just on fast food. at this
Yeah, I
point.
mean, we're staring down the barrel of a recession, and you're spending $7, $8 a meal on a Happy Meal to collect the toys, man. And like, I get it; they're going through some shit. So whatever they're going through, 100%, you feel it out however you need to feel it out. If collecting McDonald's toys makes Kelly happy right now, I want her to be happy. God bless her, right? But at the same time, dude, they're crashing out too, and it hurts, man. I love those
Yeah.
people. I love
Oh, yeah.
them.
And the sad thing
So
is,
this is
go.
no,
Yeah. Go.
No, I was just gonna say, this is from the video that just came out about like 2
What?
hours ago, called "Miserable Marriage" from Breaking Banquet. Literally, when you first start the video, this is what happens. She says, because you're sitting here, okay, and that tells me I'm a spoiled child. Dude, don't do that to me. I'm not this dude's type. It cuts out for a second. It says, I'm not this dude's type. Cuts out again. I'm a girl to be married to him, streaming more. And then there's like all this other stuff. So far, that's literally the first like 5-7 seconds of the video. I'm gonna have to watch this video and see like if they show the full thing instead of all these cuts, because you never know what was between that.
Definitely. All right, Boogie, if you don't, we're about to hop into the drama from yesterday.
Yep.
Well, go ahead.
Enjoy. Y'all have a great day.
Thanks,
I
Boogie.
had to tell somebody. Good
No.
to see you, Wonder
Yeah.
Woman. Hope everything's well. See you guys.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Damn, when Boogie's being nice, he's actually tolerable. All right, so let's get into this one. So apparently at Fat Camp, Savage told Xylee that her pirates looked for dirt on her and couldn't find anything. So that, yeah, I'm gonna let the clip speak for itself. and we will dissect it.
Laughing about it. You know, when me and you were fighting, my pirates couldn't find anything about you. And then I put that in an internal file, and then I took it out of that internal file and put it in my back pocket. And then I was thinking, and then I was like, and I chuckled it off, right? And I was like, yeah, because I don't have any personal social media. Now, my question is, if your pirates couldn't find me, why couldn't they find me? Xylee Gets Real, my channel, is loud and proud on YouTube. Xylee Gets Real, my Twitter, is loud and proud on Twitter. So what were they trying to find? Exactly. What were they trying to find? I don't know. A personal Facebook or something?
Yeah. So that right there is like, that sounds dirty, sneaky. The IRL stuff, we don't like that. And the admission right there, right? That when I say that type of stuff, you basically admitted that you're trying to sneak around and send your people out after people.
Laughing about.
All right. I don't know any other reason to be looking for somebody if their YouTube channel and Twitter doesn't suffice. Because what else is there? Facebook, Instagram, maybe like Snapchat or some bullshit. I don't know. But a lot of those involve people documenting their life, documenting their families, documenting trips, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But it continues. The whole entire episode is really just about this. And more people come in and more shit comes out or whatever. I'm going to go ahead and move this TTS window out of the way because I just figured it out. So, guys, keep in mind, we are literally 10 away from the long stream goal. 10 yellow super chats if y'all want me to go long. We're going to be talking about some wild shit. We're going to be doing deep dives into Lolcows. We're going to be talking about Heaven's Gate cult. We're going to be talking about some wild shit. So, if y'all want to see me go long on Saturday, make sure throw in those yellow super chats. We need 10 more. We're counting the 2 before the goal. Let's make it happen, guys. All right. So,
Do it.
This is where the real shit starts happening. This is why Xylee pretty much started saying what she said, because it felt a little bit of a personal attack on her with what we just heard. So let's continue.
There and defending Wonder Woman. Xylee didn't defend me. I did defend you. You know how I fucking defended you, Savage? I defended you by not saying a fucking word because I wasn't gonna fucking lie for you.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all a little story. No, I'm going to tell it. Let me tell y'all a little story. Let me tell you everybody that was fucking there. Zeta, who paid for the fucking lap dance. Zeta's wife. Obviously, Mike and Savage. Roxy. And Xylee and Billy. And all I'm going to say is this. When your pussy came out the second time, I snatched Billy up and said, we getting the fuck out of here. We're going home. So guess what? Twiggy wasn't lying. Twiggy wasn't lying.
And when Twiggy came back and said he was lying to cover for you, you were still, nah, we want Twiggy gone.
There and defending Wonder.
All right. So since then, Twiggy has been unbanned because, and as of right now, I'm just saying kind of a little bit forward, Savage is not on Milkers for the foreseeable future. Zeta is going to be running the show for Milkers.
Really?
Yes. Savage is not.
Foreseeable. I thought it was just temporary.
Keem said for the foreseeable future.
Oh,
Keem
okay.
said towards the end of Rewind that he's going to need to talk to Mike about what happened. So let's continue. They further start saying that Milkers was trying to scam their fans. I don't exactly remember what this is about, so let's let the clip speak.
Queen scam. Y'all did a 200. Okay, so before live, that would give Twiggy his fate. 4 hours before that in your live stream, y'all did a 200 membership goal to ban Twiggy. And don't worry, he'll be banned. Well, how did you do a goal on something that Keem hadn't said yet? Why were you telling your fans that there was a 200, you get me 200 members and Twiggy will be banned? when you didn't even know what Keem was going to say on live. Because here's the great thing about Keemstar. He has ADHD and he changes his mind like that.
Yeah, guys, actually, we will ban Twiggy if we get 200 members right now.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll ban Twiggy, sure.
Billy.
How did you
What the
do that?
fuck?
But yet you want to call out Queens on shit? You literally took in a fucking queen.
All right. So, and go ahead. What y'all got? What you got? So far, digesting everything. What are you thinking, Beans? Yeah, we'll let you. Since the first time you've seen this, we'll let you go. What are you thinking right now, seeing this and whatever? Because we were all there, right? I wasn't there for this portion, and again, y'all can see why I got a hotel room. I wanted no part of any of this shit. But Beans, so far with what you've heard, what's your thoughts?
First off, because I can't get it out of my head, because I'm looking at Xylee, right? Her hair looks fantastic. I think she got a haircut and it looks really great on her. She has like the curls going on and everything. Even though she's so mad and she's yelling, she looks great while doing it. First off, let me get that out of the way.
Put the fries in the bag, Beans.
Well, I'm trying to spill the beans. But anyways, selfless promo. But anyways, yeah, she looks great while she's yelling. But the other thing is, that is a very good point. I've experienced this a lot in the LCU. People get mad at you when you don't say anything because they're like, you're not defending me. And it's like, no, honey boo boo child, I'm defending you by not saying shit. Because even if I said something the wrong way, you'll get mad at me. Now I'm involved. All this shit is happening. I didn't even want to get involved in the first place. People want you to defend. People want you to defend them so fucking bad, but sometimes it's not necessary. The best defense. This is something that a lot of YouTubers have, got in their brain. The best defense sometimes is to not say anything, let it ride out.
I'm
Is
saying
it TTS?
that's the best defense.
Exactly. Best defense, not say anything. Because sometimes things are true. A lot of people were drunk. A lot of people were turned up, So you might have done something bad, and I'm not going to come over here and lie for you. There was some sketchy stuff going on. And not sketchy in the sense of like it wasn't inherently bad. Like if you're married, like your husband knows what you've done in the past. He knows you're a little wild. That's why he loves you, But you were getting a little wild. You got a little drunk. Who cares? It's being portrayed in a way that makes it like a million times worse. If you're a scantily person, who cares? I don't care because that's not my life. You do whatever you want. That's your business. It's Twiggy out here telling everybody your business. You're getting mad because Twiggy is telling your business. Maybe you should just shut the fuck up and live your life. That type of thing. Now you're trying to go in real life with some people. Now people are getting mad at each other. Now the whole LCU is going to crumble again. Like, bro, what the fuck is going on? Full moon alert. But in general, I see Wonder Woman's face. I see you sitting there, Wonder Woman. 99.99% of the time, you're smiling, you're happy, you're going with the flow. And the entire time that we're watching these clips, she has a frown on her face. Rarely do I ever see you upset. And I think I know why. Twiggy has also been saying a lot of stuff when it comes to you. And Twiggy, it's the same thing. Talking about women and what they're doing with their life or how they're acting. And he's making everybody seem like, God forbid I use this word, a whore. He's making everybody seem like a whore. I don't know why that's his business, but he's like, oh, well, this person was drunk and they were acting like this. And this other person was drunk and they're acting like this. So he's like spilling the beans.
I can't.
To make everybody seem like a whore. And it's like, why you care if she's a whore? She's living her life or whatever. You don't even know if that's true. Maybe it's just the alcohol or something. So like, how do you feel about this situation? Because not only are you seeing it with these clips, but you're in it.
Yeah. So firstly, I just want to shout out a huge mad respect to Xylee, because I think Xylee, I don't think she did handle it very well. She knew something, and also I love the fact how she said she was taking care of Billy. She saw what was happening. She said, Billy, we're out of here. So that's a fantastic co-hosts. I mean, hosts there, looking after one another, and I find that so honourable about that. But where do I start? I'm really disappointed. I'm really disappointed actually, because when this was all going down yesterday, I thought to myself, oh, maybe Savage was drunk and she didn't remember doing it. But Zeta came in and confirmed that Savage said to her, by the way, Mike paid for or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's telling me she was alert. She does know. So that was something that she did knowingly. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're drunk and don't remember anything, you don't remember anything the next day. So and if you're going to do that kind of behavior, and I don't know what their relationship's like, Savage and her husband. Maybe they have an open relationship, maybe they don't. It's none of my business. But the actions tell me that what had happened wasn't okay, because she was trying to hush up about it, if you
Yep.
know what I mean. So she
What
didn't want to hurt her husband.
the way I see it is, I'm not going to put myself in a situation where my wife would have to question me, right?
Yeah.
And again, I don't know Savage and her husband's relationship. That, like you said, is none of my business. But I just know, based on what I saw happening and what I heard happening, it was just best for me to get a hotel room and stay off site, because I don't want to be a witness to anything. I don't want to be around anything. I don't want my name brought up in any situation. So I just said,
Yeah.
this is just best for me to, I'll come hang out with y'all all day long, but when it comes to my sleep and all that, and at nighttime the party start, whatever, I don't want to be around. So that's just kind of how I did it. But did you want to say anything else before I continue? I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt you.
Are you going to show some more clips?
Oh, yeah.
there,
Oh, yeah.
Ken?
I got
Let's
quite
move
a bit.
on.
All right. So apparently it wasn't just with Mike. Apparently, according to them, Rewind, Overflow was also a victim of things, in their words. Let's check this out.
Go for it, pocket people.
So somebody comes back. We're at the main lodge.
Oh, I think you should say the name, because that name's already been said. You might as well say the name, sir.
Somebody comes
I'll say
back.
it.
Somebody comes back
Overflow.
from the main lodge.
Overflow.
Somebody comes back from the main lodge with a daze on their face and says, those two old ladies molested me.
Overflow.
And he
You
didn't.
know how Twiggy said? Remember how Twiggy said that Roxy and Savage were all over Overflow? Keep going, Billy.
I ain't felt right about that ever since that night. I looked at him and I was like, dude, that's not okay. But that ain't my story to tell.
That's my thoughts on it, right? Like, it's not my story to tell. It's not my relationship.
Yeah.
Real quick. But if you bring my name up on some shit and try and put some salt on my name, and I need to talk at that point, then I will talk. But again, I'm kind of with Billy on that one. But continue, ma'am. I'm sorry.
You know, Overflow was he was such a nice guy. He was really respectable. He was such a nice, chilled guy. And deserve that at all. So that's just not
On
right.
that stream and
Not right.
Not at all. Like me and Overflow talked for like, I think, an hour and a half, 2 hours. He's an awesome guy, like you said, chill guy, like easy to get along with. He's that guy that wants everybody smiling and having a great time. You can tell that. That's the energy he gives off. Beans, I know you were with him for a while. You and Grim to San Antonio, whatever. But I'm sure you got the same feeling from Overflow. He's just an awesome, happy guy.
And
Overflow.
he was there to help with exercise and stuff like that. So he had the right mental mind there. he was working out in
He
the
was making
gym.
his TikToks and his Snapchats in reality, but like I guess he was there for like an episode. Cameo.
Plans change.
Yeah.
All right. So
Sorry, what were you saying, Beans, about overt flow?
Overt Flow. Overt Flow. I love Overt Flow. He's like a personified Labrador. He's great. He's great. Even though Grim was kind of like grumpy. He was tired. He had to drive a long way, so we couldn't really like
On that stream and
interact
Mike-
with him much. But you trying to play the video
no,
while I'm talking to you?
I'm trying to get queued up, motherfucker. All right, calm the fuck down. Spill your beans. Calm down. Calm the fuck down. All right. God, I can't.
But yeah, so he's a personification of a Labrador. He's so like fun loving. He's so funny. He always tries to like lighten up the mood. So like I wasn't there when he said this, so I don't know if he was trying to be like serious, like these two old women molested me, or like these two old women molested me. Like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know. I wasn't there, so I'm not going to speak upon that. But, you know, Xylee, however...
She didn't look good. Yeah.
Nope.
Body language. Let's continue, Ken.
Yes, ma'am. All right. So at this point, what was that? Bro that survived. I can't with you, bro. Destroyed my insides with that pasteurized cheese product called American cheese with ketchup and A1. You fucking destroyed me. All right, let's continue. So now we need 9 more super chats, guys. Remember, the 2 that came previous, we're counting to that, so this puts us at 6. So we need 9 more yellow super chats. Now we'll be going long this Saturday. All right, let's get back to this. So Cat's already out of the bag pretty much what they're saying. So now Xylee is going to discuss when Savage called Mike on Milkers and told him to tell everybody that it wasn't true, and they kind of dissect that a little bit. Keep in mind, at this point, Mike is not supposed to be on Milkers or Queens because of his things going on. And that's his business. Whatever happens, happens, whatever. But at this point, he's not supposed to be on any shows. So let's get into the clip and let them talk about it.
On that stream, and Mike said that it wasn't true. You're lying, Mike, because it did happen. Now, maybe you don't fucking remember because you were blackout fucking drunk trying to hump a fucking tree.
I mean,
okay, so maybe you don't remember, but it happened because I saw it, and so did Billy.
She called Mike and she said, tell him this didn't happen. And she said it 3 times before he said it didn't happen. She was like, Mike, come on, tell him this didn't happen. Mike, you got to tell him this didn't happen. You better tell him it didn't happen. And first 2 times he said, Savage, I'm not supposed to be on the show. Savage, he deflected the first 2 times. And the 3rd time he said, yeah, of course it didn't happen. Like, you could go back and watch the clip from the call. He didn't even say it didn't happen until the 3rd fucking time. Like, you can see how shit works. You can see it live in real time. If anybody knows how a lie works, a lie's not told without some restraint.
On that stream, and
All right. So obviously they continue with that one. So at this point, what? I can't, stop. You're distracting me. All right. So Zeta's name is brought. God, Jesus. I hate you. Zeta's brought up, and I'm covering your face, by the way. Zeta's brought up, and she, according to someone's interrupting me. Thank you. I love y'all. Don't worry about it. Oh, fuck. Let's get it. Brother survived for real, though. I do feel bad about that cheese thing for your plunger. I hope he was expensive. Bro, I got the Vortex double handle. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? So that airflow is fucking beautiful, bro. Just saying. All right.
Oh, real quick, I'm making all these faces and like being all, you know, because apparently Xylee gets real. Her ex profile just posted something with no context. We have the Cootergate 2025, and it's just a roast beef sandwich.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I got a full screen right now because in the chat on Rewind, they were saying Cootergate 2025. I think someone donoed for that, and it was pretty funny. All right.
We have Bunny in the comments saying, never forget, I came with this LCU.
Damn right. Damn right. All right. So let's get back to this. So Zeta's name was brought up, and Zeta wanted to come on and tell her side of the story from what happened, you know, because her and her wife were there. They're awesome people, by the way. Zeta and her wife are amazing, amazing people. Easy to talk to, easy to get along with, laughing and joking. Just great people all around. So let's go ahead and get into this one. Let's let Zeta Tell her side of the story.
So what had happened was we were all out back. Savage was wearing a t-shirt, like long black, not long, a mini dress.
Yeah.
And she didn't have any underwear underneath that. So
Gross.
Michael was there. He was drunk as fuck. And Savage was doing this thing where she lifted her leg really high so he could see. And so she was like, if you want to see more, you need to cash app me $100. So he cash apped her $100. And then that's when Xylee came out and saw what was going on. And Xylee just kind of looked and went to the bathroom. And then everybody was like, stop. Yeah.
I had to pee.
So then Savage took off her bra from underneath her dress so she could continue the dance after Xylee went from the restroom back into the building. So then she started telling Michael, if you want more, you got to send another $100. So that would have been $200. And he was like, no, I'm not going to do it. Well, she ends up giving him another dance anyways. I go to the fucking bathroom and I come out and my wife.
We have a part 2. Let's get into that.
On that while I was gone, Savage tried to do the same shit to her. Because when she was dancing on Mike, people were watching and my wife went like this and walked away. And I was like, that bitch is well trained because she knows I'll bring it up every day for the next 3 years.
You know, she knows. She knows.
Right?
She's a lovely wife. I love your wife. That's
Thank
my
you.
homie. That's my homie.
So then Savage tried to do that to her when I was in the bathroom. So my wife got up and started running. So everybody started laughing. And my wife was like, Zeta will fucking murder you right here, right now in Minecraft. And then I'm next. And so then the next day, so she did give him a little dance, whatever. She never got, as far as I know, the other $100 from Michael. So we took Michael to his trailer because he was really wasted. My wife made him some dinner. She took him dinner. So that was it for the night. We know that nothing happened between them the rest of the night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So the next morning, I took her to the airport. And when she went to cash out me for the airport or whatever, she was like, hey, by the way, I told everybody last night that you, Braun.
All right. So what she was saying is she told everyone that Zeta paid for the lap dance and not Mike. That's kind of what was said there. And then there's one more Zeta clip I want to play before we dive into this section. So, because this is pretty important, in my opinion.
You know Roxy recorded it, question mark?
No, I know she did for a fact because I was literally right here in the corner of the couch. And
just for context, she's saying Roxy recorded this entire thing.
Mike was right here. So they were literally right next to me. And Roxy was standing in front and she was recording it. And I was like, dude, do you know she's trying to P. Diddy you right now? And she goes, it's for his vlog. He gives me a sign when he wants me to record. And then she kept recording. So I know if she does not know, she at least at one point in time had the footage of it happening.
Papa Roxy.
That's really all that's important there. All right, Beans, hearing this all for the first time, what is your take?
Stand up. I gotta stand up. Ooh. I can't. So I didn't know that it was this intense. Okay, when people were saying like lap dance, like, okay, like, you know, you can do a little one of these, but having no underwear on. Why don't you have underwear on, ma'am? Decorum in the chat. Oh my gosh, why no underwear? And why are you getting mad? You're the one that consented to this. You're like, well, give me $100 and I'll pop a pussy for a real one. So you mad, but you did it. You did it, so you mad because people are talking about that. You know how Roxy is. You know how these people are. We're in a drama sphere. You think that this was never going to come out. Sweetie boo boo child. No. This was going to come out either sooner or later.
Yep.
And it was going to be used against you because you also start shit. If you start shit, people are going to go back into your past or go back into things that they saw and bring it out and be like, you want to talk about me? You want to talk about me? Really? I caught you in 4K. I got you. Peep that sticker, by the way. I got you in 4K, honey. You wanna play with me? We can play with the big dogs. Woo woo. You know, like that sort of thing.
There it is.
So, oh my God, Cootergate 2025. I didn't believe that this would be on my bingo card, but here we are.
There it is. So, go ahead, Wonder Woman. Go ahead.
S. Antonio says Wonder Woman looking guilty. Oh, joking. No, I just want to say and call out bullshit on the Roxy camera. Mike was not in. This is my opinion. If Mike, he's not going to say, go up to Roxy and say, here, take my camera and film this. Do you think he's in any state of mind to say, here, give you my camera, let's film this? No, I believe Roxy saw what was happening, picked it up, and decided to do that on her own. I'm sorry, that's just what I think.
No, I got you. So, Boogie comes in and says a story. Well, we're not going to get into Boogie because we're running low on time, because I want to get to the other stuff too. But Boogie basically stated that he and Desi were sitting next to each other. This isn't verbatim. This is just a summary. And Savage went up to them and basically in between, like, both their heads, she's in the middle, and she says that she could rock her world in some form or fashion, talking about Desi. And then she goes and makes a slide to Boogie and says something to Boogie. This is all according to Boogie. What's up?
Remember, this was weeks ago. Or days. I don't know. Time is an enigma to me. But weeks ago, Boogie did mention something about Savage, saying that Desi had to use her body. Desi is not a big person, but Desi, when she feels like threatened or she needs to protect her man, she protects her man. She legit had to stand up. And be like, this is my man's. You get away. So the fact that Desi had to do something, Desi's a really quiet and reserved person. She felt inclined enough to protect her man from Savage. So something was going on. Going on.
Yep. All right. So last clip we'll play of this.
I just want to say too, sorry, Ken, before you go, because it was in that segment.
Yep.
I am actually really, really proud of Zeta Ray and her
wife,
partner, because nowhere in that story did it, until Zeta Ray mentioned, like, nobody was taking care of Mike, as in removing him from the situation. It sounds like Zeta Ray and her partner, were making sure Mike got back to his place of residence, safely, and took care of him and made sure that everything was okay. So big ups to Zeta Ray and her partner for looking after Mike and saying, nah, this ain't happening. Come on, Mike. We're gonna look after you. So big ups to them.
Definitely.
It's just like Xylee with Billy. Xylee with Billy looking after each other. But it looks like Roxy and Savage, neither one of them looked after each other.
No. From what I understand, this is just based on the stories that are being told. Obviously, I don't know. I didn't see anything. This is all from word of mouth. It seems like they were egging it all on. And Tina brought up a great point, saying, if this is true, Mike paid an employee of his for some adults, not all the way, but just stuff. So
Weird.
The employer-employee relationship at this point, to me,
double weird,
kind of severed.
It's broken.
It's kind of severed. If this is true, I don't know if it's true or not, but we're just going off of this. So Roxy joins the call. Apparently, her and her husband were arguing like hell. I don't know if it's in this clip, but according to Roxy, her sister-in-law called Roxy's husband, which is the brother, and said that according to them, Roxy was everywhere dancing naked up on people, and they were in a heated argument. And then Roxy wanted everyone to say, no, that was Savage, not her. So Roxy is trying to clear her name at this point, because word is getting back to her family that she was involved in some nefarious shit. Now, that's just for context of what else happened. So Tina's in the call, Kima's in the call, Roxy's in the call. So let's go ahead and listen to this.
You seen it too, then?
I recorded everything. Yes, Zeta was right. I recorded everything. I didn't see that part because I wasn't facing that part. I can't sit there and say, "Oh yes, Savage's pussy was out." I can't say it was. It wasn't. I don't know.
Was she over Mike?
Yes.
What?
And give me the tea. I can't.
Oh, shit.
I can't listen to it.
My bad. I am so sorry, guys.
You cucking the content for, like, the audience is getting the content, but I'm
My
not,
fault.
and I need to spill the beans.
The audience is what matters, all right? I'm just saying. Fuck you. All right, let's continue.
Take two.
I apologize.
You seen it too, then?
I I recorded everything. Yes, Zeta was right. I recorded everything. I didn't see that part because I wasn't facing that part. I can't sit there and say, "Oh yes, Savage's pussy was out." I can't say it was. It wasn't. I don't know. I wasn't recording
Was
that part.
she over mic?
Yes.
Yeah, but her husband knows that.
Okay.
So she's saying her husband knows what happened with Mike right there. So at this point, we have Savage's co-host saying that her husband knows. So one, in my opinion, Roxy's trying to do damage control. Two, she's trying to get the heat off of them by saying Joe knew about this. But we also know Keem was on the phone with Joe previously about what everybody is saying. And that's when Twiggy had to come on and take the bullet, saying it was all a lie. When you have Zeta, Billy, Xylee, and Roxy, her co-host, saying this happened. This is becoming a really, really thick web of bullshit. There's a lot of different stories starting to come together. And the closer and closer we're getting into the middle, the thicker and weirder the story gets. So I'm going to finish the clip. But I just want to point out, Roxy saying right here, Savage's husband knows that this happened at this point.
Real quick, before you play that clip again. So she says she did take a video. Where the video at? Where the video at? Show me the video. Show us the video. I don't care if there's something that's against TOS. There's something called blur. There is something called technology. Just show what happened in general. Blur what's going on. But this can be cleared up real fucking quick. Where the video at? Show me, Roxy. Keem started telling you to jump on every single show, trying to start drama, trying to build up the views. Well, let's build up some views. Let's get some shit cleared up. Give us the video. I can do it for you. I can blur shit out. I don't mind. I'm a woman. I can see some roast beef curtains.
Don't give it to me. I don't want to see that shit.
I don't.
Weird.
We ain't giving it to you. I said me.
Yeah, no, I'm good. All right, let's continue.
Oh my God.
The example that she uses that her husband knows was the first night when she showed up when she put her ass in Mike's face, not what happened after the rewind.
I got a question then. Why did Twiggy have to get punished then?
Yep.
Yeah, he shouldn't have.
Well, because
he's saying the same thing that you're saying, Roxy. Literally the same shit.
But
Yeah.
Twiggy's saying that her pussy was out. I didn't see that part. I only seen the dancing part.
God damn it, Xylee, you tell the story. Fucking goddamn it.
Roxy,
Twiggy's
you're fucking
goddamn
lying.
Twiggy's right this
You're
time.
fucking
Time out.
lying.
How
You're
am I
fucking
lying?
lying. Roxy, you were right fucking there.
Damn
You were
right.
right there.
You seen it too then?
All right. So what they're saying is the husband knew about what happened on stream, not this incident. We all know Roxy likes to spin truth, say different things. I don't know. But they're talking about something. It's pretty evident what they're talking about. Roxy said he knew, but then she backed it up and said about the first incident. Again, this is a dark, thick web of bullshit that's in here right now. So that's the gist of what happened on Rewind. That was literally the entire damn episode, going through that, making all that known and happen. Ladies, what do you got for closing thoughts on the situation? Wonder Woman, what you got? Oh, Beans, go ahead.
Bro, people opening legs, people opening the case. We are not closing anything. This is the beginning of the Cooter Gate. She legit was up there like, I've been a nasty girl. And then she's like, all you ladies pop your pussy like this. And now it wasn't me. It wasn't me. You counting on the counter? It wasn't me. What is going on? We are going 20 degrees, 30. We're going upside down, left, right, opening up things. I don't know what's going on. This is the cafe I always wanted. This is my episode. Bro, show us the video. That's all I got. Show us the video. Where the video at?
So
we up in here.
When I said this is the beginning, what I meant by closing was of this chapter. The book ain't done, Beans. We all know the book ain't done being written right now. But as it stands at this moment, Savage is not on Milkers. Zeta's going to be on it. I don't know if it's confirmed Roxy's going to be the co-host with Zeta. I think they were discussing that. I think I saw someone say Twiggy's going to be on. I don't fucking know. It wouldn't surprise me if Twiggy's.
Girl.
I can't. Put your clothes on. So, Grim, get your girl. So anyways,
Oh, get me, baby. I'm all fired up. Today's gonna be awesome. So in general, yeah. So wait, Twiggy. Where's Twiggy going? Where's Twiggy going? He's unbanned. We unleash the beast. Where are you going?
Again, I think I saw something in the Discord about that. I'm not 100% sure because, again, I'm not firing on all 8 at the moment, but regardless. So the cafe chapter of the Savage Saga is closed. We're going to see what show opens the book back up. It continues writing the story. Beans is having a conniption. Thank you, Beans, for your energy with the pew-pew, whatever. Wonder Woman, it's your time to shine. What you got for us?
I have so much in my head that I just want to get out. It's almost like a crash out in some sort of Wonder Woman way.
Crash out, bitch. Hell yeah.
That sort of Wonder Woman way. I just want to say, right. Okay, first of all, if Roxy is on Milkers today, stop lying. Just the truth is out. Just own it and admit the truth, okay? You better do it, Roxy, if you're on Milkers, because I'm going to come up on that panel and I'm literally going to crash out on you because it's done. Admit it. Stop covering up people. When you look at these videos and you see what's going on, how many people have been caught up in this from one lie? Own up to it so we can move on and entertain people as we do, right?
Yep.
Secondly, Twiggy was banned. And I can't believe he went up on Rewind and admitted to something and said it was a lie when he was telling the truth. That's messed up. And Savage ended up kicking him and booting him from the Discord, knowing that he told the truth. And he admitted that that's some dirty ass bullshit, knowing that you were lying and he had to admit that that he was lying and you weren't. I'm sorry, that's bad. All I have to say is, Roxy, own up to it, tell the truth. And the video, with regards to the video, Zali's right. You did see it. Just say you did. Be done with it. That's all I got to say.
Just to answer Almighty, real quick, just answer Almighty in the chat. Why is everyone going after Savage and not Mike? Mike is not here right now. Mike is staying away from the LCU due to what happened to him in his personal life until that gets resolved. And I'm sure when he comes back, he's going to be facing some music. Now, Tina had a theory that is what led to whatever happened with Mike. She said that on Rewind. So that I don't know. My question is, what was that Savage household like during a Rewind if they watched it? That's my question. Brother survived with the 10. Here's another 10 sheet for you. Since I always talk to Ken, this one's for Beans. Who's winning in a lap dance contest, Savage or Bambi?
Savage or Bambi. He's talking about Could Have Been Love. We were watching Could Have Been Love in the Cafe VC. I still have to think of what is our next trashy TV night, because now we're doing that. Grab your bottle of wine, grab your most fanciest glass. We're watching trashy TV, spilling the beans, and just having a good time together. But in general, this is wild.
Yeah.
Bro, this is wild. I'm having a Miss Jackson moment, and Savage is over here like, you know what I mean?
Straight up.
But in general. So Wonder Woman, I'm so sorry, but this is a show and we have to continue on with this show. There has been a lot of talk about you as well. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Defend yourself. So this is all on the same night. Everybody was hella drunk. Savage did that thing, the Cooter Gate, but there is another part of Cooter Gate that has to deal with Wonder Woman. Twiggy, this is why I mentioned Twiggy. Twiggy has said a lot of things about you. He is roping you in the whole Arby's conversation. You had a date with King Scott. That was like the biggest thing of Fat Camp. 2 dates. I'm sorry. 2 dates with King Scott. King Scott. You guys were cuddled up in a blanket for many, many a nights. But not like that though. You guys were just cuddling. But
what?
The same night,
What?
I'm spilling the beans, Ken.
Like
keep up.
We were under the blanket, like we were having popcorn, if you know what I mean. Nothing
like that.
kidding. I'm
Exactly.
kidding. I'm
Exactly.
kidding.
Nothing too extreme. But the extreme stuff happened on the wedding night, not only for our lovely bride Glammy, but also for the entire LCU to see. Savage. And then over here, Wonder Woman. Something happened. People are accusing you of stuff. You were really drunk. I remember that. You were slumped over. I tried to say, like, hey guys, like, Wonder Woman is not looking very good over there. You were slumped over and then you started vomiting, and I'm like, oh shit, somebody take care of Wonder Woman. But Twiggy was saying that you were flirting with other men. There's a Keemstar because he also wants to spill the beans. Keemstar, do you know what's happening? Cootergate? Arby's?
Were you under
Wham,
the
bam,
blanket?
thank you, ma'am.
Were you guys under the blanket like Rostov?
Oh, hell no.
Scratching Keemstar's stomach.
No, as far as Cootergate goes, I wish people could go to Fat Camp, right? Do your little shows, and whatever's happening off camera could be everyone's own little, like, you know, what happens at Fat Camp stays at Fat Camp, right? Yep. I don't know why there ever had to be all this gossip. This person's doing this, that person's doing that, because all it's resulted in is everyone looking bad.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, these rumors have made Tina look bad, Becky look bad, Roxy look bad, Savage look bad, Mike look bad. Like, I mean, yeah, Wonder Woman look bad. Like, it's just, everyone looks bad. Everyone looks stupid and silly.
Exactly.
But it's great for views.
It's 100% great for views. But it's kind of like I said, you know, eventually Queens and Milkers just needs to let the shit go, because they're only going to get lower and lower and lower with each other, and more wild shit's going to come out. And obviously, shit happened at Fat Camp, and now here we are. The LCU's on fire.
Yeah. Shush, Ken, let them get lower and lower until one of them gets in a 6-foot grave, okay? We can persevere. Cafe can persevere. Who cares about the other shows? Let them get lower and lower. But speaking of the Cooter Gate, the coochie's falling out. So Keemstar was there. He went to sleep a little bit early, so he couldn't control his little kids. But Roxy says she has a video. Keemstar, where's the video at?
This is the other thing. This is why you shouldn't be recording people when they're in private. Like, this is a whole nother thing. Like, I just think this whole thing is stupid. It's silly. You know, there's a lot of cover-ups and lies on top of lies. And it's like, this person's covering for this person, but the person that's being covered is outing someone else and trying to leak shit, but they don't want shit leaked on them. I mean, it's all hypocritical. It's a giant fucking mess.
Exactly.
Yeah. Where's the energy, Keemstar? The energy you had with me on Rewind. We're just like, show the clip. Show us the clip.
No one wants to see roast beef sandwiches, Beans. All right, that shit needs to get edited down. All right. How's she gonna
technology? Blur the video.
Roxy is not going to reveal the clip. She said she's not revealing any videos.
Tell her she's fired if she doesn't reveal the clip.
Well, if she did, wouldn't that be like revenge porn or something? Like, I don't even know if she can legally do that.
Yeah.
I mean, you are right. But I do have a question, though. As far as Milkers goes today, I know Zeta's on there. People were saying Twiggy also. Who's on Milkers today?
Roxy and Zeta are supposed to be on Milkers today.
Okay.
Savage may make an appearance. I don't know. I thought with everything happening and the hypocrisy and everything, it's probably best to just pull her off for a couple days. And at one point she did say she was quitting, but then I spoke to her after and she said she was really mad that I told people that she was quitting because she doesn't want to quit. So I don't really know. Like, I mean, in a perfect world for the audience, I would think that Savage goes and faces the music today, but also, like, I think that might be bad for the show. It might be bad for Milkers that she's on there. Like, I don't really know what to do. I hate being the fucking boss because y'all go and cause all these goddamn problems, and then I got to try to PR it and, like, make the best decisions for the company and the channels and the shows.
Heavy is the head, bro. That's all I'm saying. Heavy is the head.
Exactly. Keemstar right now is PRing pussy regulation. So Keemstar Keemstar's like, oh my god, I hate all this drama. What's with all the drama? But then he goes and turns around. He's like, I'm going to unban Twiggy. Twiggy is the person that made all this come out, but I'm going to unban him.
Well, the problem is,
I hate the drama.
I told y'all motherfuckers, let the mermaids and donuts shit alone, but y'all wouldn't listen. And all these motherfuckers got unbanned, and now we have these wildfires, all right? Keem's smart when he did this.
Here's my thing with Twiggy, right? Twiggy went and he was wrong to just like go out and say what he's seen, right? Like he shouldn't be leaking that shit. You know, it didn't affect him personally. And the stuff with like Wonder Woman throwing it back, like, dude, that's the wrong way to phrase it. She was just probably dancing. Like, who cares? Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Everyone's dancing, having a good time. Like, you know, the way Twiggy said, like, that whole thing about Wonder Woman was like, you know, Wonder Woman gave him a lap dance. Did not happen. I know for a fact that did not happen. But that's the way
was
he
slumped
was
over puking on herself, to be
Oh,
honest.
boy,
I
here we
saw
go.
that shit.
Here we go.
But wait, let me steam the drama just a little bit.
Excuse me.
Nightmare.
Hello. Excuse me, really
What?
quick.
God, who
Sorry,
cares? The Crypt Keeper came out.
No, listen, please, just stop. Keem, why every show has to use his beans? Honey, just get your own content. Follow Ken. We need more Ken, not beans and using our fucking shit. This is old.
Okay, then fucking tune in on Saturday. Ken is gonna do some long
I'll
form
do that.
content to you. You can
Oh, I'm
freaking
all there
jerk
for
off.
Ken.
Well,
I'm
Ken is
there-
on
no, no.
screen.
I'm just
Do that.
entertainment.
You're here, Roxy.
Team, you're
let me
ruining
see.
everything.
Prove
And
the
Wonder Woman's a
file.
black, sweetie. I said all black. You have white and black. Black,
Where's the video?
Black Widow. Come on.
Where's
it
the
looks
video? Why are we
legit.
talking about fashion?
Damn it.
Talk about the lack of fashion on people's body, because apparently people aren't wearing underwear. Coochie's all out, popping pussy everywhere, being a nasty girl for the camera. Where is the video? Where is the video? Give me the video. Video. Give me the video. Where's the video at? Roxy, why you jump in here and not talk about the video?
damn. Beans is high on that Lolcow
is, bro.
Cafe butterscotch.
She is, bro. That's what I'm telling y'all.
I need the video.
Grab this fucking bag of coffee so you can have the energy Beans did. Maybe I should have brewed that instead of mushroom bullshit. All right, just saying.
This is what I wanted. This is all I wanted ever in life. Just the drama.
To finish my point, you know, the thing with Twiggy is like, yeah, he did wrong. But when he took a bullet for Savage and went and said, oh, it was all a lie, and I, you know what I mean? And he like covered for her, and then she still decided to ban him. I was like, damn, that's cold. Like, you don't have any mercy for the guy that reversed everything and tried to cover for you and help you out. So that left like a bad taste in my mouth. I was like, damn, that's cold as shit.
Well, she's trying to get rid of people that know the full story, so she's trying to silence the truth. That's what it appears. And that's probably why she wanted him banned, because he would have just kept talking about it. And then we get what happened when, I think it's fucked up, she told Xylee her pirates couldn't find anything on her. And she has a YouTube and a Twitter. So after that, it's personal, like, social media accounts at that point. That's kind of a rocky line, man.
I think that's another reason for the suspensions, because like I really need to think about this stuff. Because if that is true and that was said to Xylee, maybe Savage just can't be here. Like there's just a lot. There's a lot of different stuff that I have to like really think about. You know,
definitely.
You know, we've had multiple live events where there's been problems with like people going IRL and stuff, and we just can't have that here. And if that was truly said to Xylee, I would probably cut ties with Savage, you know, go harass us in our real life, you know, outside of the club, not in the club, you know, go do it outside the club.
That's the bullshit, dude, because, I mean, if she did it to Xylee, she'll do it to anybody else if she disagrees with them, and her pirates will follow her blindly and do whatever she wants. And she's also known doing it in the past. So it's just not a good look. Like, if that happened, that's not at all a good look, man.
I'm disappointed with Savage for multiple things, but like the main thing is just the stupidity. Like, okay, Twiggy goes on, says everything's a lie, it's not true. Why the fuck do you call out Rewind and be like, you should have covered for me, you should have said something, da da da? Like, what?
Yeah.
That is so mind-blowingly stupid. I don't get that.
Yep, and I mean, it's just like Xylee said, if they would have said anything, it would have been the truth, and that would have been a lot worse. So they didn't say anything to protect her because it's not their business, but the cat's out of the bag at this point, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Quick, let me just
Go ahead.
Continue. No, I was just going to say, let me address somebody saying that Beans is advocating revenge porn. First of all, no hot dogs were stuck in no donuts, okay? Somebody had their pussy out allegedly. And we're just saying, to cover this all up, to bury the drama once and for all, show the video. It would take 5 fucking seconds if it's that much of a big deal. I'm not advocating for shit. I'm also saying freaking blur it. I'm saying blur it. Would I want that? I'm just trying to get rid of the drama, honey boo boo child. But the thing is, this is wild. This is wild. I just want to say that. Also, why am I being so hyped up? Why am I being so hyped up for you guys? I'm spilling the beans, spilling the tea, being all energetic, and there are no fucking donos, and there's only 150 fucking likes on this video. I'm never doing this shit again. I'm never doing this shit again. If I don't get like at least 5, 10 super chats right now, I'm fucking leaving. You're gonna be stuck with Ken and freaking Wonder Woman over here. And Wonder Woman,
Y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want that.
She's covering up her own drama. She didn't even talk about what happened when she got back to the cabin.
Beans, what happened to you? Have you been jamming out to the new Kanye single?
Maybe.
I can't.
Maybe.
That's fucking. All I'm gonna say too, bro, is make sure you talk to Mike to get his side of the story if he remembers anything. Because
I talked to Mike, and Mike told me the truth on everything, and he also told me he's not telling the public shit, which is, what you're supposed to do. Fucking, I don't know. I know the truth of what happened that night because multiple people have told me, including Savage. And, it's just like, I've heard from everyone on this. It's like, I think it's important to go back to what Billy said. Like, dude, there's no crimes. Like, no, it's not like someone's going to get arrested and someone's in serious trouble. Yeah. This is all people's personal lives. It's Savage's marriage. It's, Roxy and Savage's reputation, Tina's reputation, Twiggy's reputation, all the people involved, Mike's reputation. And, it's just stupid. It's just so fucking dumb. I don't
Plague
know.
Daddy 69 super chatted $20.
We trust you, King. You'll figure it out because
I'm
you're so
trying to
clever and
party with
smart. You'll
Wonder
figure it
Women.
out.
Yep.
Figure it out. But also huge ass with the $10. Yes, ma'am. We have Plague Daddy 69 with the fucking 20. Forget drama. I'm trying to party with Wonder Woman. Maybe you want to party with Plague Daddy. We also have Lucifina with the 5, and we have 2000 Andrew with the 199. Thank you all. Thank you all. You guys are my shooters.
Hey, Wonder Woman, could you do me a favor? Are you going to be free when Milkers is on?
Yes.
Could you go on Milkers today? Because I think that makes sense because Zeta was there, you were there, and Roxy was there. If you, Zeta, and Roxy do Milkers today, that's 3 people that were there.
I'd love that, King, sir. I'll be there.
Beautiful.
All right. I appreciate you. All right. Thank you, guys.
Yep. Later, boss.
Bye.
And Wonder Woman, don't go in waiting. Just jump right in there and be like, Keem told me to be here. So.
Okay.
All right. See you guys.
Later, bro.
Done. Bye.
We got Xavier with the 10. Bet. Appreciate you, Xavier. Guys, we have 2 minutes, and I need 3 more yellows to go long Saturday. 3 more yellows. We got 635
Go
fucking
long
people in
Saturday.
here.
Go long Saturday.
We're
That's what Roxy wants, to feel something in her loins, apparently.
Look,
Give
we're going to be talking
Roxy some
Lolcows.
feeling.
We're going to be talking Lolcows. We're going to be talking about fucking cults. We got a TTS.
Mazer 1123 super chatted $19.99. Agro Beans set tripping on the ancient roast beef broads. W.
Exactly. Mazer's a Nerds fan. He's an Us fan. He's an Everybody fan. Guys, we need 2 more. 2 more at least yellow donations. I'm going long Saturday, guys. Lolcows and cults. It's going to be a great fucking episode. It's going to be me and all the Ken you could ever fucking ask for. Give something for Roxy Goon too, guys. Help her out. She needs it. In her life, she fucking needs it. So we only got 1 minute left. We could not get to the Nerds and test drama. But let's just say they're at war right now. Buff said Grimm's cool, but he hates Nightmare. Evidently, Zay hates Nightmare. So go back and watch Test from last night, because that's basically the full context of it. You'll see what Nerd said. You'll see what they said. And Nightmare went in just a little bit. The brother survived with another 10. Guys, 1 more yellow. Give me 1 more yellow. Give me 1 more yellow. That's all I'm asking. I got 1 minute for 1 yellow, please. Y'all want me to go long Saturday? I need one more yellow. Some 600 motherfuckers in here. One of y'all got $10 to help me go long Saturday. Please help me out. One of y'all do. One of y'all do. That's all I'm saying. But there it is.
I'll come and join.
Appreciate you, Major. L Lakers also can. Fuck you, bro. I can't. And Hunter, hate you beans. Can you all right? Wonder Woman, you all right too. I appreciate you, bro. That is amazing. Let's make sure this redirect is in there.
You're working on Saturday, Ken. You're working on Saturday.
That is A-okay.
Or is it Saturday? Oh, yes, and it's Mother's Day on Sunday, right?
It is. It definitely is. So, Joe with the 10. Go long, Kenny. Appreciate that. Gaffa Gary and Fine Ken, you convinced me, guys. I love all of you. Thank you so much. Gaff, make sure you get that clip of when I reset the clock. But we got to go. We got to go.
The guy that said, hate you beans, you didn't donate until I fucking said anything. Haha, bye.
All right. I love you guys. Thank you for all. Make sure y'all check out Wonder Woman on Milkers. That's going to be a fire fucking stream. 4 a.m. Eastern time. Check it out. You guys take care. We're going to send you guys off to Ozzy. They're talking about Roxy. Maybe Roxy will flirt with Shockmouths again. Who knows? Later, guys.